AR Telecast 24/7. Special documentary. India's Skyward rush, dreams, dangers, and the tragedy that shook a nation opening narrative. In the skies above the world's largest democracy, a remarkable story has been unfolding. India, once a nation where air travel was a luxury for the elite, is today soaring into the future. Bustling airports, budget tickets, and millions discovering the wonder of flight. But beneath this shining promise lies a growing shadow of stressed systems, overburdened crews, passenger dissatisfaction, and now a devastating tragedy that has sent shockwaves across the globe. A story of astonishing growth. India is today the third largest domestic aviation market on Earth, after only the United States and China. Each day, over 3,000 flights crisscross its skies. Hundreds of new jets are on order. Regional airports are transforming sleepy towns into booming hubs. This boom has democratized air travel, fulfilling countless aspirations. From software engineers flying to Hyderabad to small business owners exploring markets in Chennai, aviation has become the lifeline of modern India. The hidden strains, but as India's aviation sector races ahead, so too grow its vulnerabilities. Overloaded airports. Major hubs like Delhi and Mumbai now process more passengers than they were ever designed for. Lines snake endlessly. Delays ripple across the nation. Congested airspace. Air traffic controllers operate under enormous stress, managing record movements with razor-thin margins. Pilot shortages and fatigue. As airlines stretch to meet demand, pilots are flying tight rosters. Fatigue quietly becomes a co-pilot, aging aircraft in tight-budget carriers. While giants like Vistara and the reborn Air India invest in new fleets, some low-cost operators still fly aging jets, increasing technical glitches. A rising tide of passenger dissatisfaction. In recent months, airports have turned chaotic. Travel is booming like never before. What some call the new craze. But inside cabins, passengers find themselves squeezed, service rushed, and basic comfort declining. A flyer from Bengaluru shared with AR Telecast 24/7. It was like a bus in the sky, no space. Crews seemed stressed, food came late. Flying should feel special, not like this. Another traveler, after a 3-hour delay without water, told us, "We felt trapped. Nobody explained anything. This is not how air travel should be." Experts warn that passenger dissatisfaction is not merely about comfort. It intersects directly with safety. Tired crews, irritated cabins, and packed schedules all raise risks if emergencies strike the Ahmedabad catastrophe. A nation mourns, then, on June 12, 2025, came the tragedy that turned these quiet warnings into a nationwide heartbreak. Air India Flight AI-171, a Boeing 787 Dreamliner, took off from Ahmedabad bound for London. Just 60 seconds into the climb, witnesses saw it veer violently, lose altitude, and plummet into the hostile block of BJ Medical College. A massive explosion lit the morning sky. On board, 242 people. Survivors, only one. British Indian passenger Vishwash Kumar Ramesh, who miraculously crawled from the twisted wreck. Ground casualties, at least 19 more perished in the hostel. Total dead, nearly 260 lives lost, marking the world's deadliest air crash in more than a decade, and the first fatal accident ever involving a Dreamliner. Investigations underway. India's AAIB, alongside Boeing and US NTSB teams, is combing through the wreckage. Black boxes revealed possible dual-engine or electrical failures, with emergency systems like the Ram air turbine deploying seconds before impact. Parliament has launched urgent safety hearings. Air India has grounded and inspected all its 787s, with over 26 cleared to fly again. This investigation may take months, but already it raises haunting questions. Was it mechanical failure? Maintenance oversight? A tragic confluence of fatigue, rushed schedules, or even sabotage? Regulators on edge. India's Directorate General of Civil Aviation, DGCA, has long been praised for its safety rigor. earning high marks in global audits. Yet this crash has thrown the spotlight on an uncomfortable truth: that the pace of growth may have outstripped regulatory capacity. A moment of reckoning. This tragedy comes as a chilling reminder. The very success of India's aviation story has created its own new dangers. More planes in the sky, tighter maintenance windows, crews working harder and longer, passengers packed into aircraft designed to maximize profit. The crash of AI-171 is not just an isolated disaster, it is a piercing wake-up call. Closing words: the road ahead. India's aviation dream is far from over. New airports will still rise, airlines will still expand. Millions more will taste the thrill of flight. But if these dreams are to be fulfilled safely, with families confident their loved ones will return, then systemic changes must come urgently. Better oversight, stricter crew rest norms, investments in modern fleets and air traffic systems, and above all, a renewed commitment that human lives will never be compromised for schedules or balance sheets. Because at 30,000 feet, no nation can afford shortcuts. AR Telecast 24/7 will continue to follow this story, from black box analyses to legislative hearings, and from the heartbreak of families left behind to the structural reforms that must follow. In the skies above India, a mighty future still awaits. But this future must be built on lessons written in painful headlines and paid for with too many precious lives.